Hey guys! I wanted to do something a little bit different and talk about the business of beauty blogging on YouTube, and I was inspired by a few videos that I saw by African Export, Taryn Guy, and Sharjay that were all about integrity in blogging and sponsored content, and I figured that I would add my voice to this discussion because I have some thoughts of my own. I've been doing this for a long time and making videos for 5 years. There are a few ways to make money on YouTube. The first and easiest one is the YouTube Partnership Program. Now, this used to be an exclusive program that you had to apply or be invited to, but now it is open to everyone. The only stipulation is that you provide original content. You can't monetize TV shows or clips from movies or concerts or anything like that. If your content is completely original, YouTube will give you the opportunity to put ads on that content and make money off of it. There are two different types of ads here on YouTube. You've got an in-stream ad, which is the little 15 or 10-second commercial that plays before the video, and then you have the in-video ads, which are the little ones that pop up in the middle of the video and also run alongside the video. So YouTube pays based on how many people watch these ads. You are paid per 1,000 views, and this is called your CPM. It's your cost per millia, I believe. And that means that there's a special rate that's determined for your channel. It's unique to everyone based on your subscriber count, how many videos you've uploaded, how often you upload, the types of traffic your videos get, what your videos are about. Certain videos tend to pull larger audiences or be more attractive to advertisers. It can range anywhere from 50 cents to $20, $25, depending on how popular you are. And so every 1,000 times an ad is viewed on your channel, you will get credited a little bit, and as soon as you reach $100, YouTube will either cut you a check or direct deposit it into your account. Another way that people make money on YouTube is through sponsored content. You've got a one-to-one sponsorship where a brand reaches out to you individually and either sends you a free product or they offer you a certain amount of money to incorporate a product into your video, whether it be a review or just some sort of integrated sponsorship like wearing a shirt or a certain piece of jewelry or something like that. Another way people make money is through campaign sponsorships. Now, this is when a brand comes up with an idea, or they say, I've got this one product or this movie or this website that I want to promote. I'm willing to offer a $10 CPM to anyone that includes this in their video. These types of campaigns are really popular on websites like mylikes.com, which anybody can sign up for. Depending on how many subscribers you have, they'll determine what kind of CPM you get. And you also have these types of campaigns provided by YouTube Networks, which is really popular right now, and that's a whole other topic for a whole nother video. This is really lucrative, especially if you normally get a low CPM on your videos, like $2. Then if somebody offers you $20, that's a really big deal, and you can make a lot of money off of one video. Now, with that being said, personally, I don't have a problem with sponsored content, but the problem is there are too many people doing sponsored content and not disclosing that their content is sponsored. And this is not a personal pet peeve, okay? This is the law. The Federal Trade Commission, I think it was last year, determined that it was illegal to have sponsored content and not disclose that it's sponsored. I don't know what the exact verbiage is. I will look it up and put a link to it in the video description box if you are interested. But this is a really big problem here on YouTube, and I've been reading through a lot of comments and talking to a lot of people about it, and I've heard a lot of the same gripes kind of brought up. You know, people say, oh, well, you don't hear anyone complaining when Beyonce is in a L'Oreal commercial. No, you don't, because it's a commercial, and we all understand that she's being paid to promote a product. The problem is, on YouTube, you don't always know that someone's being paid to promote a product. You're just trusting them. And to be totally honest with you, you have to be careful with who you trust and take some of these reviews and hauls with a grain of salt. You might notice that there are times when everyone is talking about the same product or the same website. Chances are they are being paid to talk about that thing. And when that happens and people aren't being honest with you, what it does is it taints your audience and it taints your reputation. So don't do it! All you have to do in order to comply with the FTC's rules and regulations is include a disclosure. It's really easy. It goes like this. Hey guys, today I'm doing a review of X, Y, and Z, and this is sponsored. So easy. Or you can also add a sentence in the video description box. This is really key, and I see so many people making this mistake, and I see a lot of really talented people that I believe in and I think could have wonderful, amazing careers making this mistake. And it's unfortunate because while you might get the check right now, what it does is it bites you in the ass later on. I'm not saying this to act like I'm better than anybody or to like lecture people. I'm honestly saying this because you know, I understand that it can be really tough to turn down an opportunity that has a great price tag attached to it. But you have to weigh the pros and cons. Is this gonna help you in the long run? Is it something that you really believe in? Are you able to give your honest opinion without being penalized for it? And then, if you decide that you're gonna go ahead and do that sponsored content, you've gotta tell your audience, because if they find out, they're gonna be pissed. And once you lose them, they're gone. Like you can't get them back. Like you only have one chance to piss them off, and then they're gone. So with that being said, bloggers, it's really important for you to be honest with your audience, and also sometimes you just gotta say no to certain things and really look at your brand and decide what is best and most honest for you. And then if you decide to take on a sponsored piece of content, make sure that you disclose and let your audience know what's up. And then audience, it's really important that you guys trust your instincts and are smart about who you follow and who you trust. And if you have questions, go ahead and ask them. There's no reason that you should ever feel like weird about asking like, hey, is this sponsored? Because the bloggers that are good at what they do and are trustworthy will be honest with you. And sometimes people make mistakes and they forget to add a disclosure. But if you've made the mistake, it's really easy to fix. All you do is just add that little disclosure line to your description box and you are good to go. I hope you guys found this helpful. I'm really making an effort to start talking more about blogging business stuff over on my vlog channel, so I will put a link to that in the video description box. If you guys have any other questions about the business of blogging, go ahead and leave me a comment and I will see if I can incorporate that into a future video. Thanks so much guys, and I will see you later. Bye!